Correct Craft is an 87-year-old company in the marine business. The company was founded in 1925 by W.C. Melloon. We build the Nautique line of boats. It was built on a very strong faith culture. Through the efforts of many in the Melloon family, particularly Ralph Melloon, our current our chairman emeritus, who's 94 years old, still shows up for work every day.
I don't know how much longer the Lord's going to allow me to walk in the door and be a part of it. I'm still able to win people to Christ, and why not? I mean, that's where my joy is. God made it very clear that it's our responsibility. You've not chosen me, but I have chosen you to go and bring forth fruit. So that's my job.
The company really became well known for its faith culture during World War II. They were given a job to build a little over 400 boats in 30 days, and the federal government insisted that they work Sundays in order to build the boats.
Well, we prayed about it, and they made it very clear there was going to have to be a miracle in order to accomplish that job. And Dad said, well, wait a minute, you told us there's going to have to be a miracle. And they said, yes, it's going to have to be a miracle. And I said, well, God's the only one who performs miracles, and that's why we're still going to serve the Lord on the Lord's Day.
Similar contracts were given to 2 or 3 different organizations, and Correct Craft was the only one that fulfilled its obligation not working Sundays when the other companies did work Sundays and weren't able to fulfill its obligation. At that time, the company became very well known for its faith culture. The last few years, we think we've built on it even bigger than it had been in the past. We started a company-wide Bible study. We do that every Tuesday morning at 11:30. And we have many employees come and join us for that Bible study. We do community service. That's an important part of our faith culture, serving our community outside of our local community. We've traveled to Central America several times to build houses, work in orphanages. Took a group of employees last year to Africa, went to Ethiopia, had an amazing time serving there. It's really important to us at Correct Craft that not only do we live out our faith here in Orlando, but we use the opportunity to serve those less fortunate around the world.
What's been really exciting for me is to see the number of people here, employees that through just the trips and having opportunity to work and help people, to see some of those people come to know the Lord.
It was the first night, I believe, in Tijuana, Mexico, and we were in the middle of the worst slum that you could think of, with the worst smells around us that you could possibly imagine, and yet I knew that this was where I was supposed to be. So I said the prayer that night, and it's changed my life, that one night.
One of the opportunities that our faith culture at Correct Craft gives us is the ability to interact with people who would never go in a church. And employees are a great example. Each year we have employees come to faith because of our culture here at Correct Craft. We have the ability to live in a manner in front of them and share our faith culture with them. We have a number of lives literally transformed here at Correct Craft because of our faith culture, and these are people who would never walk in the door of a church.
To be honest, up until a few years ago, I didn't really do a whole lot of this stuff. I just started currently going on some of the mission trips and Bible study. I just started getting into the Bible study. And I would say as far as in my life, it's definitely changed me. It's changed my views on stuff and just how I am as a person.
Sometimes we have to make decisions that impact people negatively. We believe that's part of being a good steward and operating our business well. It's not uncommon when we make a decision that impacts someone negatively that they'll throw out that we are a Christian company or that we have a faith culture. How could you make a decision that impacts us negatively? We're sensitive to that, but at the same time, we believe that operating a business well and being a good steward of our business is entirely consistent with our faith culture. We want people to know who we are by how we conduct ourselves and how we live our lives and how we operate in the marketplace. It's very important to us that our advertisements, our social media, each of the ways that we promote our product and our brand is consistent with our faith culture. Sometimes that means our ads may look a little different, may look a little more conservative than some of our competitors' ads, but it's important to us that they be a reflection of who we are.
One thing that we always get discussions about is You know, the pictures in our boats, we have people dressed in either one-piece bathing suits or in tank tops, clothes, normal things that they wear. You know, it's a somewhat a perception in the marketplace that, you know, we're not cutting edge or edgy, but it's just a commitment that we've made to the way we advertise our product and we portray our product.
They truly do have like a different stance in the world of wakeboarding. And, you know, I remember being at events where they wouldn't have like the alcohol sponsors, or they would, you know, you see them take different steps that other companies won't do.
And what's cool is to see that kind of pour out into the wakeboard community. They are known as the high-end boat. And so everybody kind of aspires to own a Nautique. They hold their value. You know, when you get it, you're getting a quality product, and everybody, you know, under the roof, whether Christian or non-Christian, knows that that's what the goal of this company is not just to go and build boats, but to do it for God's glory.
If it hadn't have been for R.G. Letourneau, we'd have never met all these other Christian businessmen. You just learn from businessmen how you better perform and how you better act in the world if you're going to win people to Christ. How can we be a good witness for the Lord if we're not successful in the business? We can't just say, well, hey, we're Christians, but we don't make any money, and we don't serve any Christian purposes. We don't do this, we don't do that. That's not the way it is.
Craft's mission statement is building boats for the glory of God. It's very short, it's to the point, it captures who we are, and we just want to remind people that we have a higher mission. And it's important to us to know that we want to take care of our families, we want to build the world's best boats, but at the same time we have a higher mission. We want to glorify God in what we do, and that drives everything that we do here at Craft.